The 10 Best Horror Movies of 2019. No. 1 IT, Chapter 2. Chapter 2 isn't quite as great as its predecessor, but for anyone who was craving a dose of Stephen King's thrilling clown horror, this film is a solid choice. Balancing a bit of heart with its terrifying premise, nothing is scarier than a monster that manifests as your biggest fear. Pennywise returns to haunt the now adult kids of Derry, 27 years after his first appearance. The cast for the sequel is insane, and even better when you see them with their child counterparts. The 2nd of May not go down as the best horror film, but it's a respectable entry into the Stephen King canon. Number 2 Countdown. Honestly, this might be the scariest film of the year based on premise alone. Let's be real, our phones are definitely going to kill us. In Countdown, an app has gone viral, and when you download it, it will tell you when you're going to die. Hilarious, right? The characters have the same reaction, until they determine that there seems to be a bit of truth behind the app when the numbers dial down. But an app can only be so omnipotent, so the leads in the film have to figure out what's happening before time literally runs out. No. 3 Ready or Not. Like a socio-economic reimagining of Get Out, in Ready or Not, if you marry up, you have to earn it. After marrying the guy she always hoped to end up with, a woman, Samara Weaving, has to survive the night while she is, wait a minute, hunted by her rich board game business in-laws toting guns and miscellaneous weapons. Cool. Wonderful. Great. Bonus points for the film, it's essentially a throwback cast for anyone who relishes the late 90s and early 2000s. Adam Brody and Andie MacDowell round out the top-billed cast for the screwed-up thriller. Does it sound bananas? Sure. But critics love it, and with the growing economic divide in America, this is the new American dream. Sorry, we don't make the rules. Run. Number 4 Velvet Buzzsaw. This horror satire from Nightcrawler director Dan Gilroy is a mix of The Square and Eyes of Laura Mars, with Jake Gyllenhaal starring as an art critic who discovers that the mysterious paintings by an unknown artist have supernatural abilities, and take their revenge on anyone attempting to profit off of them. Number 5 The Prodigy. What begins as your typical adolescent troubled behavior becomes much more sinister when a young boy begins to show signs not of hormones and puberty, but rather a terrifying demonic possession. Number 6 Happy Death Day to You. A sequel to the 2017 box office hit sees the original protagonist once again stuck in a Groundhog Day-style time loop, only instead of becoming a better person, she has to figure out who is killing her and her friends over and over again.